Greetings, my lovely Cancers, Cancer Gang Gang. Welcome to my Cancers. Cancer, if this is your first time stopping by my channel, I welcome you here. You have found your tribe. Just know that you are in the right place. For those of you Cancers who are back again, part of the tribe, I thank you for all of your support, your love, your wonderful messages. I really, really, really adore you guys. All right, Cancer, we're here today to do a love reading, and it is a general reading. So if for some reason you're finding it doesn't resonate with you, don't panic. It's just all the more reason for you to subscribe so that you will be the first one to know about the message that drops for you within the next few days, okay? Subscribe. Be a part of the tribe. It's free. Free, free, free. And it makes me feel good. And it makes me feel motivated to create these videos for you and share Spirit's knowledge with you. All right? All right. Just getting in some last shuffles here. Spirit, we want to show our Cancer Collective what they need to know in regards to love and their love situation, what's coming at them over the next few days, what can they expect to see show up. All right, Cancer, let's get your messages here on the board. Your first message comes by way of the Nine of Wands in the reverse. Then we have the Chariot, your card, Cancer. The Chariot energy. You're filling up. You're showing up in your full magnificence here. We have the Nine of Cups. Yay! I love the Nine of Cups. All right, Cancer. So, wow. You have gotten to a place, many of you, with your healing and your nurturing of yourself, that you have been able to finally drop your guards. You finally come to the realization that you really have all the sense, all the knowledge. You understand what it is that you're looking for. You know exactly what the person for you feels, looks, and acts like, okay? And you also have done a significant amount of healing from your past relationships and your past traumas. You've really focused in on your own energy to the point now where you feel relaxed enough to let your guards down, because you know that if someone were in your presence, or someone is in your presence, or a new person were to come into your presence, and they're not doing the right things, they're not saying the right things, they're not acting the right ways towards you, you trust yourself enough to know that you know how to get yourself out of that situation quickly and send that person on their way. You trust in yourself because of the work that you have done, Cancer. You trust that, yeah, there's always a chance I can get hurt in love, but the odds are, with my new found sense of knowledge and trust in self and healing that I've done, odds are I'm not going to get hurt, because I'm going to navigate these waters differently, number one. And number two, I trust myself that I will not ignore any red flags that present themselves to me, and that I will deal with them accordingly. And I also know that I am not afraid to approach a love situation from the standpoint of from the standpoint of, I'm going to look at everything that person presents. I'm going to vet that individual. And if they don't show me what they need to show me, no matter how good they look, no matter how good they sound, no matter what they, you know, what you perceive they bring to the table, those are my air quotes. No matter how good the whole package seems to be, I know I trust in myself to get up and walk away and know that I've done the right thing. Cancer, congratulations. Congratulations, because you, in doing this, and this ability to let your guard down, you have opened up a new door that is only going to bring you absolutely everything you want. You are truly standing in your own power. You are the Chariot in the tarot deck, and you are truly, look how she's standing firmly on the back of this Chariot. She is standing in her own power unapologetically, and that is how I see many of you Cancers at this time. And you know what? Continue. Don't listen to the naysayers, to those who would try to cause you to doubt. Trust your intuition. Know the roads that you're being led and guided to. Understand that when a person shows up in your presence and they ain't about Cancer, then you are best to move on. Don't let anyone talk you out of the gains you have made from the work you have done, okay? And because you're able to do this, Cancer, things are starting to, if they haven't already, they will be starting to, in these coming days and weeks ahead, unfolding for you in a magnificent way. The Nine of Cups is all about, you know, getting what you want, having what you want, having all those delicious things in life. It's the wish card. You get the delicious things that you have had and that you have held as a wish. Wishes. You have multiple wishes at your avail. They just show up. They just show up because you, look at her. She's in tree pose. It's a yoga pose. Tree pose is all about balance. If you can do the tree pose perfectly, then that says a lot about your physical balance. This is saying a lot about your physical, emotional, spiritual balance, and it's all due to the work that you've done on yourself. She's holding this magnificent tree pose, and guess what appears around her? All her desires. Cancer! Talk about hot girl summer, hot boy summer. Oh my goodness. And it doesn't have to be hot girl, hot boy, as in out there being loose. It's just hot in that you're it, Cancer. You're it. And the things that you want and the things that you desire are it. Like, I feel this so overwhelmingly strong. I'm not bullshitting you guys. I feel this energy as soon as I started flipping over the cards. It is delicious, Cancer. And I've often said in my readings, I'm a true reader. I don't, I say, I give it to you straight how the messages come. And I often say that in response to when a negative message comes through, right? I'm always like, don't shoot the messenger, because I'm just giving it to you straight. And I wouldn't be an honest and straight reader, and I wouldn't be honoring my agreement with spirit if I didn't give you the messages as they come, because to be forewarned is to be forearmed. Well, I'm a straight reader when it comes to the delicious stuff too. And I'm telling you, this is good. And to be forewarned is to be forearmed, because when all of this starts to appear, Cancer, I don't want you having that momentary reaction of shrinking, like, oh my God, this is too good, because it is too good and you are too good. And this is what you deserve, okay? So I want you to step into it fully. I'm excited for you, Cancers. Let's get my clarification deck going here. And let's dig in deeper to these wonderful messages. and see what else Spirit would like to say. And I've got cards jumping all over the place, but I'm not taking jumpers. So let me get a few shuffles in here. And Spirit, let's dig in deeper and give Cancer the details that they need in regards to the messages that are currently on the board. While I shuffle, Cancer, if you haven't taken a moment to subscribe, what are you waiting for? All right? You want to hear what's coming. All right? Let's get it together. Click that subscribe button. This is the perfect time in the reading while I get this last shuffle in to get that done. All right? All right, Cancer. It's a lot because, oh my God, these cards keep jumping around on me. All right. First, we have the High Priestess. How did I not know that wasn't going to show up for us? The High Priestess. Then we have Judgment. That is followed by the Four of Wands in the reverse. Next, we have the Ace of Swords. I like that. We have the Five of Swords. And last off, we have the Three of Cups in the reverse. All right, let's dig in deeper, Cancer. What does all of this mean? We have the High Priestess along with the Judgment card, and they're here to further clarify this Nine of Wands in the reverse. It's just doubling down on the message that came through earlier about releasing, sometimes you get to a place where you in life feel so beat up, right? By things that have happened and experiences that you've had. And I feel like that's where most of you were. Like you had been through so much in regards to love and relationships. Like you just were feeling completely beat down. And this is like, coming out of your shell. Because when you get to that place where you're feeling so beat down, you build a shell around you, right? To protect yourself. In Cancer, naturally, as Cancers, you have this protective shell. The crab has the shell, right? That's part of the mythology behind the Cancer astrology sign. So while you went and retreated into your shell this time, you just finally listened to Spirit's calling, listened to Spirit's direction, or you sought out Spirit's direction in order to get a grip on what it was you were supposed to be doing, how you were going to make sure that the next time wasn't like the last time. Like you were just at the point where you were like, oh my God, I can't do this one more time. I really can't see just turning away from love forever, but I can't do this ever again, right? I can't have the outcome that I had ever again. And so because you were willing to do that work, and it was hard work. It was a lot. Like I'm seeing this cross here, and I think most people know about the story of Jesus on the cross, and it's like this feeling of being crucified. It's like that last ending, that last relationship where it ended badly felt like crucifixion in some ways to you, right? Let's not get sensitive if you are a believer in the Christian faith, because crucifixion was not just reserved for Jesus, right? Crucifixion, historically, at that time, was how they sentenced gazillions of people to death. Like that was a common practice. So we're not talking about religious mores here. We're talking about the fact that you felt crucified, like you were hung out to dry without hope of, piecing your heart together again. And because you did the work as Spirit guided you, look at the outline. I don't know if you can see it on this card. It's like almost like this figure is beckoning you and through a portal of sorts, right? It's like you woke up in this dark cave and then you look towards the entrance of the cave and this is the sight that you see, right? So you're being beckoned, you were being beckoned towards this, doing this work. And who wants to do work ever? Especially when the work can be painful and hard. But you did, Cancer. You spent the nights crying yourself to sleep. You spent the times, feeling alone because every person in your world that you thought, oh, I'm good, I'm cool with this person, and you approached them to try to get some moral support, and that person was too busy, or they just flat out didn't give you what you needed, or they ran from you. You went through those things to the point where you went through your own portal, so to speak, and did the work, and you allowed Spirit to support you. Your Spirit team had your back, and you made all kinds of realizations about how they take care of you, and how, yeah, it's wonderful to be around other people and engage. But if you know, I know that I can save the most precious parts of myself and deal with that with my Spirit team, right? The most intimate parts of what bothers me and who I am. And I can share that with my Spirit team that will either A, lead me to the right person to discuss these things, or B, help me to heal in and of itself. I don't need to go chasing after people. I don't need to get in where I fit in and hope people have time for me. I just have to make time for Spirit's help and guidance. And that's a beautiful, beautiful realization and a beautiful sense of healing that you had, Cancer. All right. We have the Four of Wands in reverse, followed by the Ace of Wands, and it's clarifying this Chariot card here. And basically, most people want to see the Four of Wands upright because that's considered one of the marriage cards in the deck. But with it being here in the reverse, again, building on this message of what we learned, Cancer, we learned that, the relationship is wonderful, but for many of you, you're now experiencing your thoughts about relationships differently, where you once thought it was the end all be all, what you needed and had to have in your life. You're now looking at it as more like dressing. It's more like a dressing. It's more like something that's nice to have, but if I don't have it, I'm okay too, right? It's kind of like the decoration on the table, not to say and not to minimize the importance of marriage or a relationship, but it's not the end of the world is what you learned, right? You learned the truth with this Ace of Swords. So Spirit is bringing this all up as, look, this is what you've learned. This is where you've been, because they don't want you to forget, because I feel like there's a period of time coming up where you're going to become very busy here, Cancer, and you're going to be engaging in the world. And you need to remember how to always come back to square one, to your base, to your connection with Spirit, to settle yourself, to guide yourself, and to just kind of sup in the goodness that Spirit has. They don't want you to forget about that. We have the Five of Swords with the Three of Cups in the reverse. And what I'm hearing with this is, when it comes down to the Nine of Cups, that it is clarifying the things that you don't want these types of connections, right? Where there's arguing, fighting, can't getting along, where the swords are drawn, where the swords are resting on the table, waiting to be used at any point in time. And I sometimes, not at times where you expect to see that coming, right? Unexpectedly. So you recognized the signs of all of that and you did pull away. You pulled away. You went into your own shell. Many of you acted just like hermits and may still be acting like hermits. And you're getting some strength out of that, right? That's feeding you and it feels like it's making you stronger and not weaker. The hermit doesn't feel like a stance of weakness to you. It feels like a stance of strength. And spirit's letting you know you don't have to remain in your hermit cave. You can emerge now because you are stronger. And anytime you just need to reset and revive yourself, the cave is there. But you don't have to sit in it permanently, okay? You know what you want and what you don't want. You are going to stay away from those who would bring you drama. And I feel like there's a dramatic situation. It's sitting out there kind of in a periphery for many of you because as soon as you emerge from this cave, it's like you're going to encounter, some kind of contention from someone who may feel like they've been ignored by you. Not, we already covered those people that were ignoring you, right? When you needed something, well, one of them now has a beef with you about the fact that you are ignoring them when they want something, right? And this may have you feel as if you want to run right back to your hermit cave. But Spirit's saying, no, you don't need to. You really don't. Bump them. If they're bringing you contention and discord, you just step away from them. Step away from them and keep on going because there's too much just hanging around. I feel like I keep seeing this scene. I don't know which video game. It might even be like Mario Brothers. You know how they run through certain scenes of the game and they pick up these coins just by touching them. That's how I'm feeling like that's coming up for you. Like you'll be running through the scene, doing your own thing, and you'll just be picking up the golden coins, right? And so, Cancer, don't let anyone make you sit in your cave because there are plenty of golden coins. There are plenty of beautiful cups out here for you to claim. And you need to be out and about so that you can do that. All right, this reading is good. This reading is getting lengthy, but you know what? Oh my God, it's so good. It's so juicy that I don't mind it going longer. In regards to love, Cancer, this is all beautiful stuff because with your newfound knowledge, with your newfound connection with the divine, you're going to be able to ask for what you want and receive it. And that's going to be transformative to any relationship that you may be in or any relationship that may be coming in. Okay? I want you to know that. But, if Spirit has guided you away from a particular situation, has shown you signs that you should not be in a certain situation, that's not going to change that, Cancer. It's simply going to act as a healing for connections that you may be in that, we're having issues but aren't completely wrong for you. All right. But I do see like a lot of champagne bubbles right now. And that's telling me that you're going to have a lot of celebration and love. Some of you, it feels as if there may be an announcement of an engagement coming for you. An engagement that you would, an engagement announcement that you would be making about your own situation. Like you'll be announcing your engagement. Let me be specific. All right, Cancer. All right, let's get some messages here to close out our reading. Spirit, anything Cancer needs to know on their way out the door, let's get that together for them so that they have it all nice and tied up with a bow. I mean, I think it already has several bows on it, Cancer, because this is an outstanding reading. And although we went in with the intention of talking about just your love life, this is energy so good. It's going to touch every area of your life, and Spirit wanted you to know that. This is bigger than love reading. This is just an outstanding reading for you. All right. All right, we have Court. Ho-ho. Followed by Win Lots. Okay, how did I know that was going to come out? And we have Court Official. What did I just say about being engaged? What did I just say about being engaged? And for some of you, your wedding may happen as a small ceremony at the courthouse, right? Where a court official actually presides over the ceremony. And that is like, it will be a win for you because it gives you the ability to control who's there, control who has access to that most precious moment for you, okay? For others of you, I do see where some of these cups, some of these golden cups, some of these golden coins that we talked about earlier, there go the golden coins. Come on, let's focus. There go the golden coins, Cancer. We spoke about them just a moment ago. Yeah, some of you, this is going to come by way of a court case. If you are involved in a court proceeding in this moment in which you're waiting to hear about the outcome, and you know that if it falls in your favor, this means lots of money for you or a financial windfall of some sort, this is a clear indication that the judgment will fall in your favor, okay? So keep your head up on that. I would, of course, if you want to, if you want the certainty of that, I would look at getting a personal reading because this is a general reading. But the general vibe, the general energy in the Cancer Collective right now lends itself towards you winning, all right? And that's huge. Cancer, this is lovely. I want you guys to come back to this reading. Or even now, if this has started to happen for you, I want you in the comments to tell me what is going on. What are these golden cups? What's happening for you? And in the coming days and weeks, if you start to collect these cups, please come back. Let me know. And certainly if you get engaged, come back and let me know in the comments because we all want to support and congratulate you over here. All right, Cancer, I love you. And until next time.